Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to cover 5 data packs to make Minecraft Vanilla a little bit more exciting. So the first one is the ability to actually shear item frames to remove the background. As you can see, if you actually crouch while looking and clicking on an item frame, it will shear it. It has to have an item in it. As you can see, if I do it with no item, it will put the shears in. But this is cool for decoration and also just to showcase your items. You can't actually do anything just by clicking on the item frame. As you can see, I'm not crouching and clicking and it won't let me rotate, but you can rotate it by actually just shifting and clicking. So this is quite a cool data pack because although it only does the one thing, it makes actually decorating your builds a lot more fun. And it does also work with normal and glow item frames. You can do it with either one of them. Now, if you actually pop the item out, as you can see, the item frame instantly comes back, so you don't lose the item frame. As you can see, popping any item out, the item frame just appears back again. This next data pack is called Hopo's Better Ruins, and it basically upgrades Ocean Ruins. As you can see, we have one right here. The Minecraft Ocean Ruins do still generate. This just adds a few more that can generate as well. And these ones do have a lot more value to them, because you can find emerald blocks scattered between them and some blocks that are a bit more valuable. Also the chest loot, as you can see, it does have improved loot in as well, especially if you like coral or building with it. There is an insane amount of coral and also some gold and also enchantment books. This is only one of the many possible spawns that you can get. If we quickly just locate another one. So that one we went to was classed as a small one. This is classed as a ruin, so it's going to be a lot bigger. It does also seem like it, oh wow, okay. It actually seems like it's a city rather than a actual ruin. This is insane. I'm guessing, yeah, as you can see, there are also drowns guarding it. There is also hidden barrels with a lot of loot. This definitely does make Ocean Ruins feel more actual rewarding. There are quite a lot of drowns and it seems like some do have swords. Now when looting this, make sure to actually check behind trapdoors because it does seem like there are a lot of hidden barrels. But this place is absolutely massive. As you can see, we've got one building right there. We then have another building here, which once again does have loot, also some valuable loot. There is then another building over here. And so this is like 4 big buildings and they all do have quite a few chests and barrels scattered around. But yeah, these definitely do make Ocean Ruins more rewarding because there is just so much more here, not only block wise, but also loot. You can also get like quite a few different types of blocks from digging away these. Although they are underwater, they will be quite annoying to dig. What sort of map is that? Okay, you can also find an underwater ruins map. That's kind of cool. So that leads you to another ocean ruin, I believe. If you are playing in like a fully ocean world, or you want the oceans to be a bit more fun to explore, definitely do get this data pack because it adds so much to them. And when exploring, it actually makes it feel more worth looting. This data pack does also add ocean ruined version of the fossils. So it's just fossils that spawn at the bottom of oceans, which they seem to be like Minecraft fossils. They don't seem to be anything different about them. They just spawn at the bottom of oceans rather than buried in sand. This next data pack is called Dungeons and Towers, and it basically does exactly what it says. It adds towers to the game and also dungeons. Now this is one of the towers. I think it's called the Fire Tower, and they look really cool. Also, if you go up inside of them, there are some decorations. This one has quite a lot. Okay, it has some maps, fireworks, paper, and also a spyglass. I like the addition of the spyglass in there because then if you don't have one, you can then grab it and look out over the actual land. This one is generated with a tree, which is kind of cool. I don't think that tree is generation with it. I think that's just pure luck that it's generated that tall and next to it. But there are a lot of different variations to the actual structures. If we quickly just look, as you can see, there's a Badlands Mine Outpost, there's a Fire Watch, there's an Illager Hideout, there's Jungle Ruins, Stray Fort, and Undead Crypt. Let's quickly just look at the Illager Hideout. I think that one could look quite cool. So the Illager Hideout seems to be underground because all that is here is some cracked stone and stone bricks and then just a ladder, which I'm guessing if we go down here, this is where the Illagers are going to be. Okay. Maybe not. There's some what looks to be prisons with some chests. Okay, so they don't seem to be that much. Let's also quickly just grab some torches just to light up. I can hear some skeletons, so there is definitely mobs down here. There is also a few chests now and again, as you can see, just with some flint and stuff like that. That just loops around there. Okay, so it seems like there's no actual illagers inside of this hideout. I don't know if that's intentional. I don't know if illagers can spawn here. So we've now come to the Stray Fort, and wow, this is insane. Just look how big this place is. I'm guessing it's all one thing because it does look like it's all kind of together. We have got down here, which is like a castle looking area. Then there are quite a few like watchtowers with strays inside, and also ways to obviously get in them. There are also chests scattered around with some food and some resources around, but it seems like chests are not actually in every tower. They're scattered around now and again. It does also seem like there's some sort of like village type of look to it. Because as you can see, there are some houses down here that look like the, what are they called, spruce villages. You can also find some tipped arrows around as well, which is kind of cool, so it's a way to actually get them. But yeah, this place is absolutely insane. It's absolutely massive as well. You can see just the size of it. It goes from over there all the way down to here. And it does also go up the mountain as well. As you can see, it's got this big massive castle part right here with once again a load of strays and also loot. And then as you can see, it does also carry on over this mountain to here. So this actual structure is I think one of the biggest structures. And the final structure we're going to be checking out is the Undead Crypt, which I think is just like an underground dungeon sort of thing. As you can see, I'm in it right now. There does also seem to be a skeleton head right there. There are also, once again, as you can see, chests with loot. There is also bone blocks scattered around, so it seems like there's going to be like dead remnants. There are also quite a lot of hostile mobs in this place, so you are going to have to be careful when exploring. As you can see, there is actually quite a lot of good loot in these. But yeah, it does go really deep. Yeah, as you can see in spectator mode, it's absolutely massive. There are chests absolutely everywhere. This is still the actual crypt right here. There is also massive rooms like this with a lot of more decoration and chests and loot. If you hate exploring, this next data pack is for you. The Wandering Trader has a 15% chance to sell, yes, Deep Dark Explorer map. It's quite expensive, but once you do buy it, it will lead you to the ancient city. But every single one that you get, so if we quickly just try to find another one that has the actual map. Finally, we got the actual second one, so let's now quickly just buy this one. As you can see, both of them are in different locations, so every map you do get should lead you to a new Deep Dark or Ancient City. There shouldn't ever be any ones that lead you to the same one. The final data pack is the ability to see when items are about to despawn. So obviously when you throw items on the ground or drop items on the ground, they have a 5-minute timer. After that 5 minutes is up, the items will basically despawn. Despawning basically meaning they will vanish into thin air and there's no way to get them back. Well, this data pack, what it does is it makes it so after 4 minutes of them being on the ground, they will then spawn particles. And the particles will start flashing more and more as that 60 seconds starts to tick down. So if we just wait here for about 4 minutes, we should eventually see these actual items get particles. So as you can see, it's been 5 minutes and particles are now actually showing on them. It seems to be a bit more about 4 minutes and 30 seconds before the particles actually show though. It don't seem to be 4 minutes because it's meant to give you a minute to notice and then either decide to pick them up or leave them. But it don't seem to be that, it seems to be about 30 seconds. Although the particles do also seem to be a bit low in the block, so it would be good if they were moved up a bit. But this is definitely a good data pack. It's also good if you die and then you start seeing them particles flashing on your items. The only reason I covered this data pack is because I definitely think Minecraft needs something like this, where items have a visual display when they're about to actually expire or despawn. That is all data packs. Let me know what ones that you liked in this video, and also if you have any more that you'd like me to cover in future videos, also let me know. If you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!